Good morning. It's Thursday morning, walking the chorus for coffee. Just had an idea, a thought, something I wanted to share with you. And it's to do with, in a sense, finding your purpose, your direction, finding the thing that drives you, your ambitions. In a sense, I'm talking about goal setting, and I'm going to give you some ideas, some thoughts, some feedback, some strategies that have worked in my life. So there's this idea that Joseph Campbell and Carl Jung and many others have expressed in their teachings, whether academically or practically or anecdotally, it doesn't matter. When you tap into, Joseph Campbell, let's use his, follow your bliss. But when you tap into this thing, there's a path that is running parallel to your life. When you tap into it, the curtain opens up and you find a whole new energy, a whole new passion. So you see this a lot in activities in people's lives. So I'm going to offend a few people when I talk about this, but I'm going to talk about it anyways. And it's got to do with the idea that when you work for someone else, you are working following somebody else's instructions. Servitude. When you find the thing that drives you, this is why a lot of people, I've noticed this my whole life. A lot of people, whether it's a small mom and pop business or whatever, or whether it's a sales agent who's working selling insurance or financial products or whatever, it doesn't matter. The idea being that when you tap into through your career, you find something that really motivates you, gets you up in the morning, every day is exciting. I've felt that way pretty much for the last 33 years in my photography business. It's exciting. And, sure, it's not perfect, but it doesn't matter. The idea being, and let me reiterate that, the idea being that when you know what you want, you get what you want, you start pursuing things that drive your passions. And in order to do that, you gotta kind of be fearless. So one of the best ways, I'm gonna give you some strategies right now, one of the best ways is to do goal setting. I mean, that's pretty common. I've done a lot of goal setting in my life. I know it works. And I've done a lot of where I've hired coaches. Check this guy. Whee! He's just clipping along. I've hired a lot of coaches in my life. In a sense, the first time I've hired a coach was with Tony Robbins, 1990, the personal power, 30-day personal power. I sat down, I paid a lot of money for that, and I didn't have any money back then. But because I didn't have any money and it was important to me, compliance went through the roof. I said, I'm getting up every day an hour early and I'm doing this program, and I'm telling you I did it, and I'm telling you everything I put down worked out. Everything. It was magical. And what was I going to say about that? Oh yeah, pretty much one of the biggest components of that program, the Tony Robbins 30-day personal power, was goal setting. He has you do a lot of goal setting. So years later, I joined the monthly mentorship program. I used to drive to Richmond Hill with the Raymond Aaron program. You had to commit for 17 months. It was expensive, and it was a big commitment. You're driving 3-4 hours, and I'm driving back, often getting home at 3 in the morning. 100% goal setting. Okay, I did that. My next one was with Leadership Management Institute, which was one-on-one coaching. It was an executive coaching program, internationally renowned. Paid a lot of money for it. That was the most expensive one. Anyways, the guy shows up, and he would meet with me once a week. First thing he says is, just so you know, our program is based on goal setting. And I'm like, there's nothing new under the sun here. Goal setting works. Especially works if you work it. Some people are a little bit naive about this, a little bit nihilistic. I've heard it before. Oh, what if your goals don't work? In other words, they think, don't do goals because what if they don't work? Which is, I'll let you figure that one out for yourself. But anyway, so here's the thing. the first step you got to do is really come up with a 5-year vision. Sit down and look at 5 years from now. And the next step is to, a lot of cards, the next step is to list your top 10 critical issues. In other words, what's holding you back? What are the things that need to be cleared up? Whether they're physical messes, emotional messes, financial messes, maybe you got addictions, whatever they may be, you got to make a list. You got to be honest with yourself. Now think about this now. You do that exercise. Isn't that powerful? First of all, you're taking your own destiny in charge, right? You're being honest. You're deflating your ego so that you can tap into that true internal sense. You are invoking within yourself the bigger part of yourself and your true essence. You're blissed. Okay, so come up with a 5-year. This is where I see myself in 5 years. I mean, it's more detailed than that, but I'm just giving you the quick synopsis. Second, you list the 10 things that are holding you back, like what are issues in your life right now. They could be anything, by the way. Just sit down and write them down. And then from there, you circle the top 5 issues. So you narrow it down. Okay? You narrow it down. And you got to look at those. Because from those, you'll be able to set goals. You can set goals based on clearing those messes. When you clear those messes, you now open the way for a clear path to discovering and enacting and invoking a stronger direction. So, yeah, think about it. Any thoughts or ideas, let me know. I am now here at Chorus.